Hi, I'm Dave Osborne from Trouble Free, and we're here today to talk to you about safety and your family's safety. Well, we have a new tool that has been recently redesigned as well so that we can get into even smaller places in the heat exchanger and get farther up in it so that we can check those heat exchangers to make sure that you and your family are safe from carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is one of the big killers of families from furnace failures. And I brought Tom O'Connor from Shamrock Industries, and he developed the inspector, and I'm going to ask him to tell you a little bit about how the inspector got developed and what makes it so much different than the way other heating and cooling companies check your heat exchanger today. Tom, can you answer some questions for us about that?
Sure, Dave, glad to. First of all, a heating contractor myself, wanted to have some way to shrink down and get inside these heat exchangers to really look at them and see the entire surface, internal surface of the heat exchanger. Up to the point where I did come up with the inspector camera, basically the industry was reduced to using a simple flashlight and a mirror. And the heat exchangers are all curvy inside, as you know, Dave. So it's not just one straight line of shot. With a flashlight and a mirror, the best you can hope for is to be able to see about 20% of the inside surface of a heat exchanger. Well, that's just not acceptable. So with the inspector camera, it gives it's a high-def, high-resolution camera, and it gives an incredible close-up view of everywhere inside the heat exchanger because it's flexible, and much like a doctor's scope when they go down and look at your esophagus, it goes inside and gets a very, very detailed picture. So it's a big step up for technology as far as safety in furnaces.
One thing that this does for us as a contractor is it helps us create long-term customers, because the other neat thing that you've done with this camera is you've allowed us to be able to record those. So we can record what's inside of your heat exchanger this year and then record it again next year, and we can see the degradation of that heat exchanger, and it'll help you determine when you need to replace the furnace, because at some point you're going to have to replace it. That's a given. But you can do it on your terms versus on the terms of the unit, and that's one of the things that you've really taught us to use.
Exactly, Dave, and I know your company does the same as mine, is that it does record, it records onto a digital card, and we archive that per customer with their own file, so we can review that and look year after year. Yeah, you see where the rusting was, now it's going over to here. Whatever the condition is, we can see and we can track it for them. So yeah, it really, I applaud you for having that technology. Even though I'm the inventor, it's important because a lot of competition simply doesn't.
Tom, thank you very much for coming today. Thank you for helping us help our customers be more safe and keep their families safe.
Thanks for having me.